Okay, so when you do this problem, do you think that we would plot every point?
No.
Which points do you think we would plot?
The slope line.
I would definitely plot B, my x-intercept. I've also got this y, I've got my y-intercept here. I've got my 0 there. And then there's this one other point right here. I would not plot any of these decimals. I'm not trying to figure out where 2, 3.2 is. Like, no. No way. I'm only plotting integer points. First, though, I want, and we've already found the y-intercept, right? The y-intercept is at 0, 4. The x-intercept is at 10, 0. Okay? Now, if I want to use the table to find the slope, does it matter which points I use? No, I can use any points I want to. This time I'm going to use these 2 points. Okay? So to get from 4 to 2, I have to subtract 2. To get from 0 to 5, I have to add 5. So delta y, this is my delta y, delta x. Delta y over delta x is negative 2 over 5.
And then you divide those? Or?
I just leave it. It's already done. Yeah.
Exactly what you got.
Okay. So then when I write the equation, I'm literally just going to say y equals negative 2/5 x plus 4. There you go.
I got negative 4 tenths and then I simplified it.
Exactly. Yeah, and if you got negative 4 tenths because you went between the intercepts, you put negative 4 tenths in your calculator, it's going to give you 2/5. Okay. Now, when you plot these points, which 2 points do you think you want to use? I mean, I'm going to use the intercepts, right? You don't have to use the intercepts, but I'm going to because, hey, they're right there. They're so easy to plot. I don't even have to think about it when I plot the intercepts, right? Oh, my gosh, something is stuck. Something's stuck. What's happening? Don't judge me. Okay, and then I connect them. Okay. There's my line. Very unhappy about that. Okay? And then again, we can confirm by signing the line. And it's negative. So I know my slope should be negative. And I can confirm that. All right?
People see you in public. Do they ask for your autograph?
No. That would be weird. Let's try this. I'm going to do this one with you. Okay, because this one is, so first of all, on our DPM, we, in general, we're terrible at point slope form. It's like nothing personal. I'm not judging you. We're just not good at it. This is like consistent for all the times I've ever taught algebra. Nobody's ever great at it. Yes?
So, on the order pair one, negative 3 will be the x, right?
Yes. It's always x then y, right? So I'm going to plot negative, so when we see something like this, I'm going to plot negative 3, negative 9. And I know this is blurry, and I'm sorry not sorry about it, because at least you got a graph. But just recognize that if you did have to, if they were going to ask you to graph something on a test, the graph would be like this big, and it would be easy to read. It would be readable, okay?
Legible?
Legible, yes. Thank you. I like that. I like that better. Okay, so I'm going to plot this point at 3, 9, and then I'm going to use the slope to rise and run. Here's the problem. I only see one number. How am I going to make this something I can rise and run with?
You're going to find the y-intercept.
Well, no. How am I going to find the y-intercept? What? Y'all are just making stuff up now.
I'm on the wrong one.
How do I write 5? Oh, yeah. I make it a fraction. I put it over 1. That means my rise is 5, my run is 1. So that means I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 1. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. Okay. Well, now I have my y-intercept at 0, 6. I already knew my slope was 5. Okay. And I can write my equation. Y equals 5x plus 6. All right. Now the 0 is tricky though, right? Let me connect this line and then we can talk about it. The 0 is tricky. Why is this 0 tricky? Does it go through exactly at negative 1?
No.
No, it's a little bit to the left. So where does it go through? Between what two numbers? Between what? Not between 1 and 2. -1, and -2.
Oh,
Now, with this estimation, if it's multiple choice, I can guess what it's close to. I mean, if it was a bubble grid, you'd have to actually do some extra work, but I mean, at least for like a quick spot identifying stuff, I'd be able to identify it's somewhere between -1 and -2. So like, let's say they gave me two answer choices, -1.2 and -0.8. Which one would I pick? -1.2, because this one is actually between -1 and 2. Okay? So I would pick answers that support my estimate. Okay? Yeah. Real quick, last one I want to look at just really quickly, and I want to look at this because of the question that you asked earlier. Do you have the question you asked earlier? I want to look at that because of that question. Okay? You got it? So this one over here. Okay? F of x equals 3x. All right? If I put f of x equals 3x into my calculator, and I look at the table, I can pull out some points here that I can graph. Okay? So I could plot 0, 0. Okay, I could plot 0, 0. I could plot like maybe -2, -6. And then I could do like +2, +6. When I draw my line through these points, yeah, first of all, I know my slope is positive, so that's a good thing to know. I know my slope is positive. And you know what, honestly, I know my slope is 3 because it's in front of the x. What's my x-intercept?
I can't see it.
My y-intercept is 0, 0, and so is my x-intercept.
That's the origin.
Because the origin is my x and y-intercept. Okay?
For sure.